Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody, you caught me scratching.
I'm sure the notification will probably go out here in a minute.
Yep,
So,
I'm watching for it.
so we have been having a great time over here getting everything situated and let me turn my How's things been over in your neck of the woods?
Good. They're just tired and sore, but good
Mhm.
because we've
Yeah.
spent all day Sunday. Sunday was 50 degrees. It was gorgeous.
That's nice.
So Sunday and Monday from dawn till dark, we were out there getting ready for the big storm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, but we're doing good so far. How about for you guys?
Awesome. We are getting lots of rain. So lots and lots of rain. It's not supposed to snow. And when I got up this morning, it was 48 degrees outside. And I was like, hey, this is nice. Hey, Janice.
You still hear the echo, Janice? I don't have anything else on.
I wonder if maybe there's a delay and she's catching when I had my.
That's why I'm asking. I think so
Mhm.
too.
Oh, it was.
Never mind, it was me. Thank you, because I feel much better. It was you, not us.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know how I'd fix it at this point.
I know, right? That's the worst. And sometimes I know, like, when I have a guest,
Mm-hmm.
like, as long as it's not like ear piercing, gonna kill us,
Uh-huh.
sometimes it's just not worth to keep
Yeah.
going over it and over it. And I
Yeah.
feel bad, but I'm like, sometimes people don't understand it who aren't on YouTube all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Janice, congratulations
Whoop, whoop.
on your big win. That was awesome. Facing your fears and getting it done.
Super proud of you. The best line in that entire video was, "It tastes like pasta."
I know. I love that. I love that. You nailed it.
Hey, Callie King.
Hey, Little House in the Big Woods. Good to see you. And good to see you, Callie King.
Hey, Little House in the Big Woods. Hey, Beth D.
Hi, Bethy. Yeah, that is awesome.
It tastes
Um,
like pasta. She was so genuinely shocked. And I was
yeah,
like, of course it does, silly.
yeah, that's awesome. If for everyone who's joining, go over to Where to Begin Homestead's channel because she accepted our challenge of facing your fears and doing something that you haven't done yet because you're afraid that it's not going to turn out. You're afraid, whatever you're afraid of. So she did that. Hers was to make pasta and it turned out awesome. So yeah, go check that out. So proud of you.
Yeah, and if it's easier, you can go to mine or I believe Mountain Grandma's
Mm-hmm.
community page
Yeah.
and you can click on it there because we
Mm-hmm.
both posted it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have to admit, my sourdough starter
I,
is being restarted.
there's nothing wrong with that.
But that's part of the process, right?
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I didn't look at how much I needed to use and I poured it all in the bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm gonna be restarting mine and going from there and studying about it more because that's something else that the way that I function, I need to do that. I need to study it more.
Why did you have to restart it?
Well, I forgot to feed it, and that hooch that gets on top of it was looking real hoochy. Like
Yeah.
it didn't look right. So I decided that probably wasn't good and I'm going to restart it tonight. We had so much going on this
Yeah.
past week. So I think this next time that I do it, I'm going to set a timer on my phone. And I remember you saying that you did that.
I forgot to feed mine last night. I have to go in and feed it
Yeah,
after this.
last night to this morning, but a couple nights in a row is not a good thing. I'll
Oh,
tell
I
you what
know.
happened. Hey there, Happy Acres. Thank you for
Hey,
joining us.
hey, Happy Acres.
Um, my husband and I set up, we finally got to get our music equipment set up.
Whoop, whoop.
So I know. So we have been playing around, be honest, with our music equipment, and how our house is. It's got like when you come in, so like you've got back door here, front door here, just right across from each other. Pretty much, maybe like this, but so right when you come in the back door, there's a little pony wall there, you know, a little
Yep.
short wall, and then there's an opening, and then there's like a half wall with like shelves on top, so it's
Yep.
closed at the bottom, open at the top. So in between those two walls, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like a little bandstand. Let's put all of our music equipment right here, and we'll just have fun right there, right in our living room, because it's part of it's like to the side of the living room. On the other side of this wall is where our kitchen table is. So that's like the formal like dining room area. So
Yep.
we did that, and thank you, Beth, for
Yeah.
posting.
Thanks, Beth.
So we put that up, and then what I'll tell you what happens. We go in there, we start playing music, and then we could very well be up to midnight too, just having fun. That's what we do. So
That's awesome.
it is. I'm so happy. Yep.
That's awesome.
So screwed up my sourdough starter in the process from not paying attention.
It happens. I mean,
does.
I had mine over here by the wood stove, and I had it on a heat mat, and it was the only reason I remembered it was over there was the grow lights, because I had something else under the grow lights.
Yeah.
And then when that ended, I'm like, this is not working out.
Yeah.
And then I put it on top of the fridge, and I didn't feed it, and I had to go start it again. And now I just have it on the counter, and if it rises, it rises. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just no.
You've cooked from it. I mean, you've done it, so now you're just doing it more, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, thank you, Little House in the Big Woods.
And I apologize in advance for yawning. It's not the company. I am just exhausted and ready for a nap after the past 2 days. So after this, I am going to sit for like an hour and just nap.
There you go. That's what you need to do.
Yep, Janice, the temp difference through the winter affects the starter. And for us, like our house is not 68. It's probably about 62, anywhere about 60, depending on the wind and the cold outside. So it doesn't rise as much. Hey, Bear Truth.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. So, and the wind is starting to pick up now outside. That's the thing that worries me about this storm is the wind. We're supposed to have 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Goodness.
And we have pine trees that are shallow rooted. So I always worry about the animals. But thankfully they have barns and shelters and all that stuff. But from what I understand, it's pretty much our area right here in part of Wyoming is in this little circle, and it says no blizzard warning for us, just winter storm warning. All around us into Wyoming, way into Wyoming, the rest of South Dakota, Nebraska, they're all in blizzard warning. And it's more the prairies, it seems, and the plains where the wind is going to whip through. But I'll admit, ever since I read about Winter Storm Atlas, which came through South Dakota and many other states, I just know the South Dakota information. That was a spring storm, came through with hurricane force winds, and livestock.
Oh my goodness!
Livestock across the state were dead.
Oh my gosh!
Herds and herds. So I get a little when I hear blizzard, I get a little freaky because we've not lived through one here yet. We've had blizzard-like conditions. Oh
yeah, that is scary. I'd be scared too.
But we have backup plans. We have a behind me, that wall there. There's 2 closets, and so the one it's like a closet. It's more like a room. There's an actual area towards the back of the house where they used to store wood that they burned. So they have a gate. And the gate opens. So if needed, Norman could come inside.
Yes, little Norman, who doesn't have a
would
cuddle
still
buddy.
be really cold, and so he wouldn't have to get acclimated to go back outside again.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if we were worried about him, he could be back there with some pee pads if needed because he's by himself. The other pigs should be fine, but I just don't want to have to close them in. That's rough with little buildings.
Yeah.
And water.
Although they know it's cold outside. And those little buildings do help to keep them a little bit warmer, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like rule of thumb, if you go camping, you want a smaller tent if it's cold because your body heat's going to warm it up more.
Yeah. The hardest part is, and I know everybody's going to laugh at me, but the hardest part is what I worry about is they all have extra bedding, but when it's wintertime and it's cold, they go to the bathroom in their houses.
Yeah. Oh, I see. There's a big mess.
So there's a big mess. Their bedding gets wet, and then their bedding is frozen, and I can't get it out. So that's always my big worry. And the boys love to do it while they're laying there.
Oh, God.
Whereas the girls get up and go in the corner.
Oh, my goodness.
They don't do it all summer.
They
only do it
in the winter because they're cold.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Can't blame them too much for that.
So yeah, so we're hunkered down, we're ready. We've spent the past 2 days just getting everything ready, but right now, even though there are highways closed, it is not bad here at all yet, knock on wood.
Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just getting lots and lots of rain. I did hear if anybody's, in the Arkansas area, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky.
Yep.
Alabama, I think too. I think you mentioned that. This storm is just ginormous, and it's just going through all of us. And some tornado precautions should be taken if you live, in one of those areas. Or I've been watching Ryan Hall, y'all. He's pretty good about keeping us posted.
Yeah, I've been watching Weatherman Plus, but I've been watching Ryan Hall, y'all. But I will say this: it's what's really weird about this for us is they don't hype storms up here. That's the one thing I love is they do not hype any storms up here at all. But this one, we keep hearing about.
Yeah. Hey, Mickelson family. Really? Yikes.
Yeah, they don't hype storms here because nothing closes. We're used to it. But this one, they're hyping up a lot.
Yeah.
In fact, the radio stations were making fun of it. They were looking out the window and looking at the cameras. And apparently the liquor store in Sturgis where they have the rally has a camera outside. I don't know if it's YouTube or what. And they were all like, they're like, all these people are closing. You guys need to go back to work. I need liquor.
That's so funny.
They're like, if I want to go sledding, I'm going to need to go buy a sled and the stores are closing.
Right? That's funny. Hey, speaking of which, that little short with little Norman on his leash. Oh my goodness. And Sturgis. Hey, Uncle Al.
Hey, Uncle Al. Oh, yeah.
We need to get him a little jacket. Get him a little jacket next time that Harley's, folks do their biker run through Sturgis. Yep. Oh my goodness. You're going to have so many people wanting to take pictures with that little dude.
Yeah, I want to bring him to the senior center. I don't know if they will let me, because some places won't let you in unless you have an insured animal and all that for liability. But that was one of Diesel's old harnesses, and it's on the smallest setting, and he backed out of it.
Oh,
so I've got to get a smaller one. But I got to show you something though. You're gonna love this. You guys will love this. These are 3 of our piglets in their new home, and I can show it because it does not show where they are.
Oh my goodness.
You see the color of this little orangey one? That's
he's beautiful.
They're doing great and they're loved.
Happy.
And they're loved.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I get pictures that say good morning. Here are the piglets.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So we'll get a smaller harness for him and see if we can get him in it. But I'm just so proud of him because we put it on him and he walked around no problem. And then he backed out of it. So
yeah. but he would do good. And
he's so good. He's so good. He's so calm.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Linda. He's so calm. You just put the harness on him and he's like, do, 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 do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Aww.
I wanted to bring him downtown walking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he will be a star. You need to do that.
Yeah, I thought that would be fun.
Yep. You might have some people that reach out to you for something too.
Well, that's why I thought it would be fun to maybe do some events with him, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun.
But I thought the senior center would be fun because they'd get a kick out of him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Can you believe that we have like one more week until Christmas pretty much?
Yeah.
Is it crazy? It sure came fast this year.
Well, yeah, because you just moved and you're still in your moving mess.
Yes, exactly. This year flew by for us. I remember we had made a decision that, okay, we're doing this. And it was May, possibly even towards the end of May, when we had decided we're going to move. And it was game on. And then June, we got COVID. You know how that goes. And then July, we put the house up for sale. And then we were here in September. So
boom.
Yes. And in between May and September, we were back and forth 3 times.
Ugh.
Our final drive here was the 3rd drive here. So 2 times before the final drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Where to begin homestead?
That's okay.
So the thumbnail for this says making the most important things, the most important things.
Yep.
And to be ready for Christmas more than anything, just make sure above gift buying, above cooking, above all of that, get yourself to a place where you feel like you are not just physically present, but emotionally and spiritually present, because that is what you'll notice more than anything else missing when it's all happening.
Yeah, we don't do gifts. I think I usually buy for my son, my granddaughter, and a friend of mine. That's it. We don't do gifts. And so like there's really no getting ready for Christmas for us. I know that sounds crazy.
That's awesome though.
But it's just such a level of peace.
Mm-hmm.
We have our tree up.
Mm-hmm.
We got it Saturday because we wanted to get it before the blizzard. And, you know, it's up and it has lights on.
That's cool.
But it's not decorated. Why? Because we spent time doing what needed to be done before the storm. And when now the storm's here, we could tomorrow or tonight, we can take our time and decorate it. Mm-hmm. But we also bring it in late because of diesel.
Mm-hmm.
Yogi used to be allergic to pine.
Mm-hmm.
So we would try to limit how long we would have it in the house.
Yeah.
And we'll do the same with diesel just because he struggles with it.
Yeah. Yeah. We got our tree up, had the grandbabies over to decorate it for us.
Nice.
And they had a ball. You should see it. I should take a picture and post it on the community page. Like the beautifulest tree is one that's decorated by your kids and grandkids. The little beads are just... My husband said, should we like move things around? I said, nah, let's just leave it just like that. That's how they made it.
I love it. And yeah, I agree, Linda. It's same here, you know, like we'll get something for diesel and we'll get some treats for the animals, like, you know, maybe some fresh cranberries or some fresh squash. And we give them all the good stuff. And that's what matters.
Yeah. Yeah, we're the same way with our fur babies. So me and Mountain Grandpa, we don't get each other gifts at Christmas. We just buy for the kids and the grandkids.
Yep.
That's how we do it. We also don't, and it's in a kind of an unspoken agreement between our siblings. We don't get each other gifts. They're doing the same thing we are. They're getting for their kids and their grandbabies. And, you know, anything we want now. After Christmas, when there's all kinds of really good sales, we might be like, so we should get ourselves something.
Yeah.
And then we might get ourselves something like after Christmas, like, you know, just a fun thing. I want a pressure canner. That's going to be my thing
Yeah.
But that's how we do it here. It's just really just making sure that they have, I don't know. I don't feel like I need it. I don't feel a loss from not unwrapping a gift on Christmas morning. I feel the happiness from seeing the kids and the grandbabies open their gifts. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. We, well, I always tell Ryan, nothing says love like livestock, but
Yep, right.
because I would love to have more animals, but yeah, I mean, we just
Oh, I love
I
that.
love that too.
Oh my
I love that.
goodness.
I love it.
I
But
love that.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, we don't
I might borrow that.
we buy whatever we need during the year.
Yeah.
You know, Ryan works hard and he doesn't buy much. When he does, it's like it's always for us or for the farm. So, or our best interest. So it's like, just get what you need. You work your butt off. And then the other part is, you know, I don't buy a lot. So it's like, if I want to get something, I just get it, you know, like big deal, a crochet hook, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like the candle stuff, you know, that kind of thing.
Yep. Yep. That's how we do it too. And I feel like, I can recall Christmases where I, worked and I made sure I had the gifts wrapped under the tree. I love to do a Christmas goodie platter. That's my big thing. Above like the whole meal, I love to do a Christmas goodie platter. And so I'm going to do that this year because I just love doing that so much. I love making it. I love giving it to family and friends, making a little platter for them, with different little goodies on it.
Oh, I got a great idea for you. Hey, Vineyard Chicks.
Hey there, girls.
You know the gingerbread houses?
Uh-huh.
I'm not a candy person.
Uh-huh.
Like, I like M&Ms, I like chocolate, but I'm not about the gummies and all that.
Uh-huh.
Well, they've got these charcuterie houses.
What?
So like you make a charcuterie board.
Uh-huh.
You make it with like salami and stuff and make you make a house out of it.
Oh my goodness.
Now, if you ask me, that is something I could wrap my brain around.
Yeah.
So I think we may get the stuff for that and make one of those. I don't know.
You do it. You need to make a video. I would love to see that. How adorable.
You want me to make videos on everything.
I do. Because I want to see it. If I was your neighbor, I'd be at your house.
Well, we're doing the sourdough thing. I probably just won't get to it until January. Okay?
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Yay.
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 And I'm going to say Mountain Grandma talked me into it.
Yes. I'm telling you, it's hard to, first off, if I'm going to be learning how to do something, I would rather support my friends in watching their channels to learn how to do something than to go watch a channel that's got, 300,000 subscribers that I don't know.
Well, I was thinking we could do it like if you want to learn and share your experience. Or if you want to share your knowledge of it. What do you think about that?
Okay, say it one more time in different words.
So I was going to say we can do the sourdough collab and make it like.
Yes, love the collab idea.
If you want to share a video of how to teach people how to do it, and if you want to share a video with how you learned how to do it from the collab, like how the experience went for you.
Okay, so like how my video would go, or you mean you as in everybody?
So I do a video and say the people that can join are those who want to learn how to do it, and share how it went, and what their struggles are, so they can get help, and people who want to teach how to do it.
Okay,
what do you think of that?
I love that, and I almost wish that you would add a third arm to that collaboration.
There's always a third arm with Tammy. I love it. Go ahead, Tammy.
I would love to see how people are using their sourdough starter.
Okay.
Because that's one of the questions. I am such a big picture person that it's almost like I get myself, my brain gets itself held up on these. Well, what's going to come next then? Well, what do I do next? Like I started asking you, like, so, hey, RG, like,
Hey,
how
RG.
long am I going to be? I want to know what's coming, after this. When do I use it? How do I use it? I have those kinds of questions. And then I would love to see people using it.
Well,
So,
sure.
so if
Sure. It would just be
we
like a
can feed that.
two-part though.
Yeah.
Because you'd want to teach people how to do the starter first.
Uh-huh.
And then go back and do the like I know bread, or I could do the
Yeah.
discard stuff.
Yeah. Yep. And we could speak to that in those videos, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I like that idea, Lisa.
Okay.
That would be fun. One thing I love about collaborations is that I feel like it challenges people. I know I feel like that. If you ever participate in a collaboration, don't you feel that little fire of being, I don't know, you get a fire under your butt, I guess, and it makes you like focus more, you pay more attention, it challenges you to go to that next level. Because if you're going to do a video about it as a content creator, you want to make sure that you know what the heck you're doing, what you're talking about. Hey,
Oh,
Cottonwood Ranch.
I agree. Hey, Cottonwood Ranch. Vineyard Chicks. Yes, it is already a thing. In fact, Daz at my Aussie Gardening Kitchen has one. Has a video on it.
That would be awesome.
Oh, I bet it's nice and crunchy too.
Oh, I did hear about the snow there, RG. That's awesome. We needed it so bad in northern Arizona. That's a really good thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Vineyard Chicks, I got your email. Thank you. I just didn't respond because I've just been busy, but thank you.
Oh, and Vineyard Chicks, I got your mail. And
Me
thank
too.
you so much. I'll be doing a video on that.
Yeah, me too. It's on my list to do.
Yes. Yep. And I have to northern Arizona is like a lot like where you are, Lisa. I see the sunshine coming in your window. I think you told me the sun was out.
Yep.
And it looks like sunshine over here. Y'all, this is not sunshine. This is gray light. It is gray outside. Like I mean, I don't know. And I'm looking out a window as I tell you. I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. Everyone that's in the Midwest, like I don't know, Missouri, Arkansas, y'all know what I'm talking about. I never saw this though. So in Williams, you could very well see all of the so much of the sky. Like that's just such a big sky. So all the trees are like gray because they've lost their leaves. There's a couple of I think they are Eastern cedars is what they're called. Eastern cedar pine trees. And that don't have the pine needles. They've got the other kinds. And so there's those that are green. Otherwise, everything's gray. And last year in the winter, when we were looking, because we've been looking at land everywhere, me and Mountain Grandpa, we thought that maybe some of the trees were sick. Like there's so many gray trees. Do you think they have like some of those beetles that ate all their leaves? Like we were I know this sounds stupid.
No, it doesn't.
We were having this conversation because in northern Arizona, everything's green all year long. And when it snows or the cloud or the sky is partly gray, it's because there's clouds up there, That's why it's gray. There's clouds and then you can see them. You can see the different clouds. And then the clouds pass and you've got sun. So you could have a very sunny, snowy day. It could snow and then it's sun and, it's awesome. Well, so here it's raining and it's gray, but you can't see where the cloud begins and where the cloud ends. So I guess those are called stratus clouds, right? Like there's just a bunch of them. And then it turns into fog. So almost like the fog connects with the ground. And so I'm looking out my window and I can see these gray trees with the gray sky and what appears to be some fog in places. And it's crazy. It makes me want to curl up with a nice warm tea and like crochet or read or something. That's what I want to do. But I got to work.
Are you used to fog though?
No.
Yeah, there was
I mean,
no.
we would have fog, but it was like wow, there's fog out.
It was a rare occasion.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
So, yeah, this is new for us. It's pretty wild.
We had fog this morning.
Did you? How was it? Real thick?
No, not bad at all. And the thing of it is I'm in the trees here, so like sometimes the hoarfrost from the fog goes around us. It has to be pretty thick to get us. But it's pretty funny because I can look out over my chicken coop and I can see the fog in the openings.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm just posting some links, making sure I got everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. So that's what we're seeing with the weather. We are not prepared for tornadoes just yet. So hopefully we don't. We want to.
Well, you should have the plan to be prepared for tornadoes, even though you don't have a cellar. You still need to have a plan.
So we did meet a wonderful neighbor who is next to us and has a basement. And bless her heart, she did tell us if ever there is a risk of something like that, to just go to her house. So
okay.
Yeah. So if, worst case scenario, we have that, but we do want to get a storm shelter. I don't know how often we'll use it, but we want to get one of those put in. We've been looking at, there's underground cement, there's steel.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kind of studying up on what's the best. And I guess cement can crack, it can let moisture in. Steel supposedly doesn't do that. But yeah, there's a lot of different companies, but where we are, none of them are near us. So that's our challenge is, there's a cement company nearby that I guess I heard through the grapevine does that, but it's not like they advertise it well. So we're going to, so we're going to go over there and check them out. Otherwise, where we're having people drive from is like an hour and a half away. So we'll work on that, but hope everybody's staying safe and doing what they can to prepare just in case.
Yeah. We don't, well, we've had tornadoes. We had 3 that came through town. Hey Barb's Country Home. Sorry, Mountain Grandma.
Oh, that's okay.
But we had like 3 tornadoes, and one was a mile and a half from the house, which is weird for us. But I think, like I was saying earlier, it's just the winds coming through. Because if we get the high winds, that's just the tree part is always the worry.
Yeah. Hey, G Mama Grows.
Hey, G Mama.
So
G Mama's still harvesting stuff over there.
I know. Is that crazy or
whatever, girl? I'm in the frozen tundra.
I'll let you guys know. Maybe when we do it, we'll do a video or something.
Hey, there's Charles.
Hey, Charles. Fallen Arkansas veterans, good to see you. So when we talk about making the most important thing, to me, we all know what the most important thing is, right? In our own life, for our family, it's God. God is the most important of everything that we have going on. But I didn't just mean it in that sense too. I meant as we moved here, there was so much to do that there's no way we could have done it all at one time. No. I mean, there's just no way. We had to tackle things and identify a most important thing. And, what can we do now and kind of go in that direction? And I feel like now we're looking at storm shelters is our next big thing. And then we've had to tackle everything in this house. And I haven't shared it all on YouTube. But I mean, putting in new flooring, new carpets, replacing paneling on walls, repainting kitchen cabinets inside and out just to sterilize them too, right? Plumbing, septic. What have we not touched? I shouldn't even say it. I shouldn't even bring life to the things we haven't done.
Exactly.
But at each moment we had to identify, okay, what's the most important thing? Let's focus on that. I know there's a bunch else, but if you think about too much at one time, it's just too much. It could almost be paralyzing.
It is paralyzing.
It
is paralyzing because I can tell you a lot of the stuff we did over the past 2 days, was it absolutely necessary to do before the storm? No. Right?
Yeah.
And I'll give you some examples. So Sunday was 50 degrees, like I was telling Mountain Grandma earlier. And for us to get a 50-degree day in December is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be gross, but like when you have animal pens, you have to clean them up. And when it is frozen, you can't clean it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we go months without being able to clean pens. And so 50 degrees, man, we were out there raking pens. We were cleaning houses. We were all that stuff from, dawn to after dark, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
But really the main thing, that was a benefit to be able to do it. But was it absolutely necessary with snow coming? No, because the snow comes down and dilutes it and it disintegrates eventually, usually by the end of the winter. But one of the things that we do, we scrubbed out waterers. We refilled waterers. In fact, I refilled waterers because the pigs have like a 77-gallon tank. So I usually do it every other day because that's a lot of water thrown out.
It's nice.
So, but 2 days in a row, I filled it clean up. Why? Because tomorrow I may not have access to water.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to have to bucket water down there and I add to it because there's no algae or anything like that in it. But, that's the stuff you got to do. And you have to tackle what's important and prioritize stuff. And I will say things like when we lived in Connecticut, right? My mother always said, do the laundry, do the dishes. Not that I have piles of dishes, but the dishwasher's full, right?
Yeah.
She's always like, run that stuff. Make sure you have cash on hand. Make sure you have all that, right? In case the power goes out.
Yep.
In October.
Yes, to that. So that's exactly what we always do. And I did it here. I have gallon jugs of water up underneath of one cabinet that's kind of an area I really wouldn't want to have to go to on a regular basis.
Yes.
Perfect. And I have 7 gallons of water under there. And I've had that since we moved in, just because, we're on well water. I mean, we were on a cistern before, hauled water, but our cistern, we lose power, we lose water.
Right.
And I don't know what that's like for everyone else. It might be different, but
if you have a well, you lose it.
Yeah. Anybody with the well, you lose your water. So good to have that in case the electric shuts off.
Well, and that's why
the dishes and the laundry, like the last thing in the world you want to be doing is laundry during a storm to have oh God. And then if the electric's off, your clothes get soured. What a nightmare.
Yeah. But that's the thing. We're showering. I mean, don't get me wrong. We can get lazy and go a day without showering. But the point is we're showering more, laundry's done, dishes, all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
And the other thing is getting money out of the ATM, because I have had that before when we moved to North Carolina. I'm sorry, when Ryan was in North Carolina ahead of me, we had a storm in Connecticut that was the day before Halloween. And there was no power for 2 weeks, and I needed gas because it was the one time I did not gas up or have money from the ATM.
Yeah.
The only way to get gas was to wait online and pay cash.
Yep. That's good. G Mama grows.
Absolutely. And if you have a well, you can do, like, I scrub the tub out in case I have to fill the tub with water. Hey, how far, Humphrey? For the animals, if I have to fill the tub up with water. So it's better to have it all done.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you that push.
Hey, Corner Clubhouse. Good to see you.
Hey, Corner Clubhouse.
And it's good to have not have a sink full of dirty dishes. I mean, full transparency here. We have the dishes go to the sink. They might not all get washed till the next day. I'm just saying. I'm that person. It happens. Mountain Grandpa. I put the food away, right? But you don't want to have that sitting in your sink when your water goes out. That's for sure.
You don't, because then you have nowhere to put that stuff.
No, it's awful. It's just when you're without water, you feel that feeling of being without water. And I don't know how many people have gone through that, but it's not fun. No. It doesn't feel clean. You lose that feeling of feeling clean. And I like to, when it happens, have like a bowl of soapy water in the sink that we can like wash our hands in. Because I'm a wash my hands multiple times in a day kind of person, just because I'm always doing stuff.
Absolutely.
Hey, 12 Stones Ranch. And thank you for that. Appreciate it. And if we, so yes, with all of with this storm coming, I feel like that needs to be everybody's most important thing for today. If you're in the storm area, make sure you have the things that you might need.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I do all that stuff beforehand. The one time I didn't, it bit me in the rear. I used to be, Barb, not anymore.
Barb, I got my own version of OCD going on. I get weird about other stuff. That I can let pass.
I used to be that way, not anymore.
We do have a running joke in the industry that I'm in that everybody's got to be a little OCD or they wouldn't be doing anything, the job that we do.
Because, so true.
But everybody's got their own little version of it going on. Mm-hmm.
So true.
That's awesome, though. I can do this for maybe 3 days. I don't know. Maybe I've done it 4 days in a row. After that,
so true.
Yeah, just being honest.
Yeah, I'm just over it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good for you, Janice. That's awesome.
Yes, I do
that too, but
yep. Mm-hmm. And
I
then
love casseroles, one dish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or the big skillet meals.
Yeah.
Soups where you start it all in the same pot that the soup ends up in.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of things I need to make sure that I get done here soon too. Like I'm out of fire cider. And now is the season for fire cider. I'm out of elderberry syrup. And it is the season for
It is. You should have had that stuff already.
I should have. Well, I did, and then we moved, and I didn't bring those things. So there's things like that I need to do, and some Christmas gifting stuff, which I'm gonna not a big old collaboration thing, Lisa, but I am doing. Remember last year I did the 2021 Christmas gifting. I'm gonna do 2022 Christmas gifting just because I'm doing it, so I might as well do a video and do the collaboration because next year I want to do it really good and maybe make it super fun and a big ordeal. This year it's not going to be a big ordeal, but I am going to do it. And next year it'll be my 3rd year in a row of doing it. I'm just going to shake it up a little bit next year. But
we did a surprise giveaway this past Friday night on our live. And
awesome.
For anyone who's in the chat who won a prize, I did post on my community page. They're going to be delayed. They won't be out until the end of the week.
Mm-hmm. Weather.
I didn't have a chance to I got to the post office to get the boxes, but I did not have a chance to get everything boxed up and get back out there. So
yeah, got to go when it's safe too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Priorities.
Just, I have to.
Me too. Yeah, Barb, you did.
He always comes in and he says, "Are you forgetting about this over here? Are you forgetting about this?" Which is a good thing. I appreciate him doing that because, to be honest, sometimes I am. That's awesome, Barb.
I'm glad you guys had fun. Yeah, I didn't announce it. I wanted to do a little surprise because I really wanted the folks who were there all the time to be the ones who won the prizes.
Yep. We had family down this last weekend. Our daughter and my son, so we call them our kids. Just to clarify, that's my daughter and my son-in-law. We call them the kids, our kids. But it's my daughter and son-in-law. The reason we say our kids is because Katie and Blue, first became boyfriend and girlfriend when they were 11 and 12 years old. He was the
Aw.
boy that lived next door. So his mom and sister came down and stuff, and they're like family because they were our neighbors for years. You know how that goes.
Yep.
So anyways, just to clarify, so we had a fun, busy weekend. That and just getting things done, but I was offline a lot.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Gee, Mama says, "Oh snap! I missed the giveaway."
I know. That's how I'm feeling too, G Mom. I'm like, man, that sounds like a good time.
We just had to, like it was like an impromptu Christmas giveaway because we wanted to give back to the subscribers for everything.
Yeah, that's awesome and so fun.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. I had Barb giving me trivia because I'm really bad at trivia.
Uh-huh.
Like trying to get trivia about the channel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Barb was one of the people. She sent me a trivia on Kirstie Alley, and she was like, "What 2 movies was she in?" And I was like, "Barb, I don't even think I know that. I know Cheers. I couldn't think of the other."
I just think of the one with the little kid.
The little baby. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Look who's talking.
But I laughed because I was like, no, we got to come up with something on the channel. And Charles won something too.
That's awesome.
Excited. So I got all the boxes. Yeah, and Charles said he's no good at trivia.
But he won.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I got a picture of Charles typing like a madman. He was like, first one in, man.
That's awesome. Hey, Gail.
It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, look who's talking. That's what it's called. Yeah. I'm so bad at that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Lisa, what's your most important thing you have to do this week? What are you feeling like that is for you?
Nothing.
That's a wonderful, most important thing.
Yeah, seriously. That's what today is about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what today is about. And I'm going to do some crocheting.
Hi, Good Eats. Good to see you.
Yeah, I did hear that, Barb's Country Home. Hey, Good Eats. Mm-hmm. Sad.
Yeah, I heard about that. I liked her.
I was shocked at her age. I thought she was my age.
How old is she?
Ryan, how old was Kirstie Alley? 70, I think. 71.
Oh, wow. She looked good. Thank you, Gail.
Thanks, Gail. Have fun at your volunteer job.
Mm-hmm.
Janice has got to wrap gifts and watch Christmas movies. Nice.
Oh, how fun is that? Oh, my gosh. So when the grandbabies were here and I told them, okay, I'll let you open one. I only have one gift for each of you because then they thought because I had presents that I was Santa. So that wasn't like I was thinking, my daughter's going to kill me. So I told them I only have one gift each. I will wrap it. So let me tell you, I have never had so much fun wrapping presents with these 2 little 3 and 4-year-old babies coming to the door like every minute. Are you done yet? I say, not yet. They said, say yes or no. Like, no.
Say yes or no.
Yeah, I was trying to say not yet, and they didn't like that answer. They said, say yes or no, and they would do this.
That is so funny.
And they were in box. You couldn't tell what they were because it was the box they were shipped in. So, I mean, they would peek. All they'd see is me wrapping a box. I'd be like, no peeking. And they're like, they giggle. And it was just hilarious.
And they are beautiful.
Aren't they precious?
They are. They're so cute.
Oh, there's something else. Mm-hmm. Yep. What takes 8 to 12 minutes, Uncle Al?
He's making pulling pork buns.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. His cooking is amazing.
I know. I think you should do longer cooking videos.
That would be cool to see, Uncle Al. I would like to see you make some of that stuff that you cook.
I know it.
You know what I wish I was better at cooking? I wished I was better at cooking like you've seen those trays of food? And my mouth's starting to water while I'm thinking about it. The trays of food that have like, I don't know, it's either a heated salad, maybe it's a rice bowl. I forget what they call those, but it could have like rice on there, maybe some bulgur or barley or some other kind of grain. And then it's got like maybe some cooked kale and onions and carrots. And I don't know what they're seasoning it with, but oh my gosh, I love that stuff. And the
rice
stuff
bowl?
yeah, but I think rice bowl downplays what it is because it's not just rice. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I honestly don't know what it's called because I don't eat like that like I should. And the food that Uncle Al will share on his channel.
Oh, yeah.
Die Bullfrog 79, if anybody doesn't know. What you see on his channel that he cooks, you see so many veggies up on there.
Yep.
Right? Like,
oh, yeah.
We should all be eating, like they say, like 6 different vegetables and fruits a day. Yeah, I suck. Like, I mean, shoot, I could go a day and maybe I had, I don't know if onions and potatoes and onions count. There's 2.
Fruit I do bad at.
We eat a lot of potatoes and onions.
Hey, Stuart's prepping. Thanks.
Fusion cooking. Yeah, Uncle Al, if you could do a video on that, be awesome. Hey, Stuart. Good to see you. But yeah, for the new year, I think that's something I'm going to have to ramp up. I'm going to have to gain some new cooking skills. Try to incorporate more fruits and vegetables. For my most important thing this week, oh my goodness, I have to get my Christmas gifting done because on the collaboration I joined for the Christmas 22 giveaway that was co-hosted by Gail and Ariel Viking Victuals and Ventures. My winner won. So my winner won the grand prize, which is so awesome. And her name's Janice Mitchell. She doesn't have a channel, but she's our subscriber and she won, and I'm so excited.
How exciting.
I've got to mail her. I'm mailing one gift out today, but I got to do the second gift. I'm going to do a video when I get all that together because it's a good Christmas gifting thing.
That's awesome.
Isn't that fun?
That's really cool.
Yeah. It was so fun to hear about that.
That's really cool.
That was another live I missed this weekend because of having family in town. Film crew and editor. But again, making the most important things the most important things.
Yeah, that was why we only entered one Christmas gifting collab, and then Joy had reached out to me way long time ago. Mm-hmm. And I had agreed to it, and then I didn't do the other ones because we wanted to be able to do that secret giveaway that we did Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you have to watch where your money goes and all that stuff. So.
And time.
Yeah.
And time. There are so many good collaborations out there right now, and I do love following them. I just can't join them all. There's a cookie There's a couple of cookie collaborations. One is a closed collaboration. What is it called? I can't remember the name of it.
Sherry Southern Roots.
Yes. Sherry, but
she was looking for somebody for certain dates.
Yeah. So
I don't know if they're passed already though, but I decided not to do that one.
Yeah, it's passed. And then the other one is with Jenny Goff, Jenny's Scratch Kitchen.
Yeah.
Her cookie collaboration, recipe exchange cookie collaboration. That one I did. And that just started. I think Saturday, and it's open so anybody can contribute a video to that one. And then there's a 12 Days of Christmas collaboration that's out there.
Yep.
I'm not doing that one, but I know that it's out there. There's also Christmas drinks collaboration that I want to participate in, but I haven't figured out what drink I want to share yet. Gail, is that Looky Lou Crafts, or is it who's doing the drink one? I'll bet Gail knows. She's really good about keeping all this straight.
We did the livestock one.
There's a livestock one?
Yeah, we got asked to be a part of it. It was a closed collab. We did with Sage and Stone Homestead, and it was 5 things 5 things I wish I knew before I had blank. And so we did pigs. Rich at the Old Sweet Farm was doing chickens. Suburban Sodbuster is doing honeybees. Sage and Stone did neat rabbits. It went on and on and on. Yeah, there are a lot of collabs, and
there are a lot of collabs.
I've backed off a lot because it's just it's challenging, and I know for me, it tends to water down the purpose of our channel. So I try to back off a little. That it's okay.
Yeah.
For other folks, it's
what
just
you
for
picked
me
was perfect for you. And I think that's what you got to do. You got to pick the ones that are perfect for you. Hey, Hunting and Stuff with J&J. Good to see you.
Hard to keep them all straight too after a while.
It is.
And there's a lot I want to do that I just don't get to it.
Yep. I actually, I made cookies, right? Like I made cookies because I wanted to make cookies. That's how that went down. And I videoed it. And
that was awesome.
I'm like, okay, who's doing the cookie collaboration again? And then I saw it was closed, but at the same time that I looked, do you see, I totally went at this backwards. I lived my life and then figured out how it fit into YouTube. That's what I did. And then I found the other one. I'm like, oh, I'll do it with this one. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing Dipsember. That was another one that I agreed to a while back, and I got to figure out what I'm going to do.
So when I see a collaboration, I don't automatically think it's a collaboration I have to join. I don't do that because I don't have the time for that.
Right.
But I'm excited about the Dipsember one. Here it is.
Yep.
It's the Holiday Beverage 22 Blackberry Rock Homestead. Thank you, Gail.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm one of those people so I make my own teas. So I had to throw them all away when we moved, but I'll save like good tea bottles that I get at like a little, convenience store to drink store-bought tea.
Yep.
Which I'm crazy about, but there's a couple of good ones. If I can get one that's in a glass bottle, and I forget the brand even, but I buy it not just because I want to drink their tea, because I need a place to put my tea. So in the fridge, I'll put different teas in there. I love different kinds of drinks. So I'm loving this, and I'm just wondering which one should I share? That's what I'm doing. Hey there, Life with Linda and Chuck. Good to see you all. So there's what else? I didn't know about the animal one.
Yeah, Barb's going to be doing Dipsember. We're doing Dipsember too.
Dipsember is going to be fun.
That's end of the month. It's hard for me because I don't do the entertaining thing.
You know what? We aren't big entertainers, but we love crackers and cheese and sausage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're really big on that. And I love, if anybody's doing something, throw in some horseradish in there, and you are going to have me on the horseradish. I love a good cheesy dip with horseradish.
I do too. I'm growing it now.
Are you?
Well, it's in my raised bed, so we'll see how it does.
Awesome. That is awesome. That's one of the things I need for my fire cider is horseradish root. I hope I can find some. Hey, Twin Brook Acres.
Well, that's what I told Sherry. I said, I'm not doing the candy one. I said, because last year I did the candy one and all we did was eat it. And I really don't need to eat it. And I know you should give it away. I know, but I won't. I'll eat it.
I know. That's how I was with those cookies. Oh, my word. The best cookies freaking ever.
Yeah.
I got them out of the house fast.
Yep. She does look like Tammy a lot.
Yeah. Yep. That was my daughter and my grandbabies. Aren't they precious? And did you guys see in that video when I go out the back door? Because my daughter just told me, she's like, hey, Mom, can you come out here and help me hold the camera? And I was like, okay, I'm coming out. I'm going to hold the camera. I didn't know I was going to be on the camera. But when I start coming, she says, look, there's Grandma, and hear them babies come running. Oh,
I saw that.
My heart, you guys.
They were precious. That's cool,
so
G Mama.
I am. Oh, gotta love them.
Barb is awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch the dip one. the dip one, because I love dips and crackers. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I don't know if we missed any. Anybody know of any collaborations we didn't miss? I feel like it'd be nice to give them a shout out while we're talking about all the stuff going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's hard to keep it all straight some days.
It is. So my most important thing for today actually is doing the Christmas. I've got to get that Christmas gift together to send to Janice, and I'm going to do a video while I do it.
You do that.
Mm-hmm. That's my most important thing today. This weekend, I'm getting my dishes in my cabinets.
Exciting.
They're painted. I just got to make sure they're dried good enough. I am so excited.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And go to the store and try to find all the stuff I need, like horseradish root. That's the biggest challenge with my fire cider, but I need to get that fire cider made. I'm like behind on that now. We had it up until September. We moved, and I just couldn't bring it with. I had to gift it to someone.
And how long does fire cider need to sit before you can use it?
Oh, the way that I do mine, I throw all that stuff in a blender. I don't strain anything.
Oh,
we eat it like a salsa, actually.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I was thinking earlier. Like, I know the elderberry, when you're done with it, you're done with it. But, yeah. And G Mama said, Winter Indoor Gardening 2022 collab.
Oh my good. Is it going to be going on after Christmas? Because I don't want to have anything else to do before Christmas.
I believe it's still winter after Christmas.
It is. So hopefully,
I think it's JT Alaska.
Cool.
I think
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know what? That would be fun right after the new year, and I want to get an early start on seeds. Hey, Dill Hole. Good to see you. Hey, Tiny Tim. Hey, Tiny Tim. Thank you for popping in. We're about ready to close up, but thank you so much for coming.
Yep. GT Junior Grows of Alaska. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Until March.
GT Junior. Is that supposed to mean GT Junior?
First freeze in January, Barb.
That's nice.
Well, if you got any carrots in the ground, leave them there until they freeze. They say they get sweeter.
Ooh.
I know she harvested carrots, but I can't remember if she has any still in the ground. They say Annette at the Cow Emporium always says that root vegetables are better after the first freeze.
Where did it go? Nice. Anybody have any questions for us before we go ahead and close for the day? Oh, you're in Mississippi, Dill Hole. I never knew that.
Very cool.
Dill Hole and Tiny Tim Posey. We got some weather coming, so
yeah, be safe, you guys. Be safe.
They're estimating like that there could be really bad tornadoes, like we've not had in a winter in years or something. No, they said actually it's expected that it could be as bad as the one that went through Kentucky last year.
Oh my gosh.
It has that potential.
Somebody on Instagram who follows me and I follow, they I guess they had a tornado that came through in December yesterday, and that was kind of weird for them. Yeah, me too. Me too. They just said that they closed I-90 from Rapid City to Wyoming.
Oh, wow. Wow. Everybody stay safe. And as we close, just a reminder to everyone, we'll be back here next week. Maybe. I'm going to let you know about that. That's the week of Christmas. We'll see if there's an important thing that has to be the most important thing.
Stay tuned to Mountain Grandmas and my community pages.
Yep. And you all keep your most important thing the most important thing too, and keep your joy. And we will see you again soon. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.